want to stay with Saquon because like, it's unfortunate that he is out, right? And I saw, like, I think one of the headlines we had up, but it was like about him trying to rush to get back, right? He's rushing to try to get back to play. And then it was like, should he? And like, that makes me think, you know, it actually makes me, because we know all athletes, especially competitors, they always want to get back. They want to help their team. And we know that, right? But you have to imagine that part of the reason, part of it why he wants to get back is also the contract situation there. And it's not just money. Him, but it's running backs, right? Like, they get injured, and if they don't play enough games, they don't get to do what they have to do, then it's used against them, right? And like, to me, like, you should be concerned, or there's a little reason to be concerned, because it's a high ankle sprain, which also was revealed last night, because they kept saying it was a regular ankle sprain. They're saying now it's a mild ankle sprain. I don't know how you have a mild high ankle sprain. I don't know how you have a mild high ankle sprain. They're pretty bad. And the last time he had a high ankle sprain, I think he had to miss 3 games. And then when he came back, he just never really looked like himself again. So you want to take the time for him to get back, but he's going to want to get back, 1, because he just wants to compete. But 2, it's like he doesn't have the security because he doesn't have the proper contract that he needs, right? And he's out. We've lost Nick Chubb for the season, right? Dobbins went out earlier in the season.
J.K. Dobbins,
It's you know, this just brings
Austin
back
Eckler,
up. It's just highlighting the need for the conversation that's been happening.
Right, with running backs. I'm so glad you said that, because a lot of the unfortunate injuries that we've seen this season have been to the running back position. And that, you know, we had a huge conversation this offseason, right, when the running backs were trying to get paid their money by these teams. And I think all in all, the NFL has really devalued running backs. I mean, that's why they're fighting so hard to get paid. You know, I was just looking at a stat. I think the average pay for running backs right now in the National Football League is about $1.8 million. And when you look at who they're higher than, it's long snappers and fullbacks. So just think about that. The running back's average salary is right above those 2 positions. And not saying that's not important, especially I love a good fullback. So important. I think they need to bring back that importance in football. But you think about a long snapper, obviously important, but a running back, I mean, so much of us, so many fans, so many reporters, what do we say all the time? You know, when a football team needs to get momentum or get yardage, run the football, right? And you think about a running back's importance also, you know, in blocking and helping a quarterback with that passing game and so on and so on. So it's just a shame, you know, and I get what people are going to say. Well, Kelsey, running backs get injured. Look what's happening now, you know, their bodies. But all in all to say, you know, Saquon has been so special for so long. And obviously you hate that the injury bug has plagued him, because we know how great he can be. But I also know the great comeback story that it seems like Saquon will have. Like you said, he's probably going to miss about 3 games now this week with the high ankle sprain, something he's not immune to because he had to miss the same amount of games before when he had this injury. But I think all in all, I think the NFL brothers just have to get behind the running backs and try to just make sure that these brothers get paid, Nat, because they deserve it. You know, I'm old enough to remember one of my all-time favorite plays in football, you know, was from Ray Rice. Hey, diddle, diddle, Ray Rice up the middle, you know, 4th and 29. And, you know, you think about how that helped to change, you know, the trajectory of that game. So all in all to say, pay the running backs. All right. That's all the owners out there. Pay your running backs. And I think good things will happen to you. But I think the biggest thing right now, Nat, hurting running backs right now is that we see so many committees of running backs, meaning that they're not just relying on one guy anymore, right? Because you have other guys that can step in at any moment's notice. And that's what we're seeing a lot of teams do. You mentioned J.K. Dobbins. Well, what did the Ravens do? Now they're utilizing a committee of running backs, right? In Baltimore.
They are.
Step up for that.
But it's not just about, but it's not just about their value to the team, right? It's about job security, right? Yeah. You know, and it's not, when we get sick, we shouldn't have to be fearing like about our jobs and unguaranteed money and all of this kind of stuff, you know. And then the NFL has the audacity to sue, you know, the NFLPA, you know. And look, I don't know, that will play out, you know. Allegedly they're claiming that you know, they were telling the players, you know, to fake injury or exaggerate them, you know, whatever the case may be. And I just gotta say, like, I mean, 1, I don't know if that's true, but 2, like, can you blame them? I'm not surprised, you know? And like all the collusion that the NFL y'all be doing, cost Lamar Jackson, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about these running back conspiracy theories. I really don't. I sort of rolled my eyes at them. You know. doing
They're
that.
trying to give a reason to be cheap. They're trying to give a reason to be cheap in one area, and it does not need to be a gun against. I mean, you think about running backs, think about how much think about the grounding and pounding. These are the guys that probably offer their body the most in the game when you think about it, right? How they have to run through these tight holes. You know, the bodies, like, think about someone like a Derrick Henry, the bodies they carry
and wearing down.
Right. But it's also one of the best parts of the game, you know? So I think all in all, like, I really do hope, you know, I stand with my running back brothers, Nat, whatever fist I need to put up or whatever we need to do to help them in their cause. Let's do it, because they so deserve so much more than they're getting right now. They just truly do.
Yeah,
like Cleveland's going to be a team, I think, that really understands, you know, how much they're going to miss, you know, Nick Chubb, because he talked about it. I mean, that's a team that likes to run the football, Nat. I mean, that's the AFC North, running the football. And now, you know, you lose somebody who obviously has ran it so well. So, yeah, Giants, get it together. Saquon, we wish the best for you in the future. And, you know, I honestly am looking forward to him getting back on the football field, because the Giants need any sort of miracle this season to help.
The Giants are a lost cause, and even if they're not, I'm going to continue to hate on them.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.